Welcome. We are deep under the ocean, and let's imagine an ocean of self-compassion, an ocean of conscious self-compassion here. We are claiming that today in our meditation. Let's take a breath. Deep in under the waters, we are unafraid to take a breath. Breathe in. Hold it. Let it light you up. From the inner to the outer, and exhale. The breath, consciously used, fuels us. It does sustain us, literally. It is literally the breath of life. It's something that brings us back to the truth, to the moment, right? To this moment. Not that one, but this one, where the power is. In uncertain times, which we are living in, someone called me and said we are overwhelmed by Piscean moon, which is water. I like to claim the water as certainly the unconscious, but an overwhelming sea of compassion, which is, I believe, the best definition of God, love. God is love. So what is it in ourselves that do not receive this compassion and this love? We have everything that we need right nearby. Just as the whales do while swimming in the water, they are weightless. There is nothing holding them down. There is nothing holding us down but our inability to receive the power of love, because love moves everything. I have a poem for us, and I also have some wisdom from Marianne Williamson on seeing ourselves as God sees us. We can have in life whatever we are willing to be. For ultimately, being and having are the same. When we grant ourselves the permission to live the life we want, there is little in the world that can stop us. Our weakness is often simply a weakness of faith, believing more in the limitation of the world than in the limitlessness of God. In fact, there is no limit to what is possible in our lives. Our task is to learn to see ourselves as God sees us, totally light, totally loved, and totally empowered. Are you game? Let's take that into our meditation today. Let us see ourselves as God sees us, totally light, totally loved, and totally empowered. Let's take a breath. Breathe in. And exhale. The next breath, use that breath of self-compassion and lavish it on any place in your body that feels a little tense or a little creaky or a little hurtful. Heal it. Breathe in, compassion, self-compassion, which is everywhere, which is God. Breathe in. Breathe in and hold it. Fuel up, receive, and exhale. Now, if you didn't feel inspired by that, I want the next breath to be directed to whatever's in the way of fully receiving that love and that power and that light in the next breath. Breathe in. Fill up. Notice any obstacles and blow them away with your next breath out. Any unworthiness, it is not true. It is not true, and we are done with it. How's that? Take a next breath in. Breathe in. Light, love, and empowerment. Any obstacles, blast them away. Continue gently releasing anything that is in the way of you receiving with every breath. Let's take that into a moment of silence. We can have life and whatever we are willing to be, for ultimately being and having are the same. And if you find yourself drifting, gather yourself back to center, your center, where our task is to learn to see ourselves as God sees us, totally light, totally loved, and totally empowered. We remember this place, holy ground within a sea of compassion, within a sea, an ocean of God, where we have everything that we need to do what is ours to do and why we came to this planet. We have only to be able to receive. Our task is to learn to see ourselves as God sees us, spiritual beings, totally light, totally loved, and totally empowered. The way we get there is remembering holy ground, love. Here, heart-centered power. We need that in this world now. I think we are all being called to do something with our gifts. So fuel up. Be what you need to be in the world. We need you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Swimming in the ocean with me today. Thank you.